President Cyril Ramaphosa has recently announced measures to reduce instances of food contamination in our country. All spaza shops and food handling businesses must register their stores with their local municipalities in 21 days. Shops that are not registered or don't meet these health standards, we're told, may be closed. A 500 million rand fund was set up by the Department of Trade, Industry and Small Business Development to support townships and rural businesses, including local spaza shops. But entrepreneurs in the space, of course, are seen as key to local economies, creating jobs and services, especially in underserved areas. Let's get a better sense of how this is landing on the ground. Begin Bheki Twala, who's the founder and president of Township Economic Commission SA, and joins us now in our studios in Auckland Park. Great to see you, sir. Thanks for popping by.
No, thank you very much, Ayanda. Good morning to the viewers at home. Thank you very much for having us.
Not a problem. Perhaps let's just begin by getting a better understanding of your organization, the Township Economic Commission SA. What do you do? Who do you represent?
Yeah, we are an NPC. We are a non-profit company. We've got a mandate to transform, develop, grow, and protect township economy. We are not a membership organization, but it's an organization that has a mandate. Our mandate is to build the townships of the future, the townships we want, townships where we can live, work, play, and stay.
All right, and I suppose you're the perfect person to speak to, given how much attention has been on the township economy over the past few months. We've listened to several people who say that what's happened in certain communities, of course, is tragic, and I'm talking about people falling ill, children dying. But I wonder if you reckon the response from government has been appropriate to this problem.
Yeah, we just want to say it's unfortunate because it took our kids to die, and condolences to the family of all the kids that died because of this tragedy. Now, what we're then saying is that we are welcoming what the president has announced in terms of regulating and registering spaza shop, because we've been saying that to government. Now, as businesses in the township, we've formalized ourselves as organized formations. All what we are saying, the problems that are in the townships, we know them better, and we've got solutions. And this is why we always say, government, I think they need to stop coming up with duplication of what we're doing in the township. But so you know what is important, more than anything, it's the messaging. But so when you look at the messaging now, this whole thing now is getting complicated. Yeah. Because people, they're complicating. They are saying people that mustn't sell outside school premises, they need to stop. And that thing was just announced just like that, without engaging with the stakeholders, taking them into confidence, what's the situation. But remember, the people that are running or that are doing businesses outside, it's part of the township economy. Remember, township economy is 60% formal and 40% informal. And we can't then formalize the informal. All what we're saying, let's professionalize the informal. Bring those mamas on board, to take them through all the regulations, assist them to comply. Because at the end of the day is, you can't say people they must stop selling, 2 minutes to then say they must sell. Right. Now, what's the solution there? Yeah, it's a concern. That's a concern that we have. For example, even the issue of registering the sponsorship. Remember, also the president, they've proclaimed the standard of registering sponsorship, the bylaws. But we also need to take our people through those bylaws. What does it mean? What does it mean to register a sponsorship? Are we saying people they must register with CIPC? Are we saying people they must get COAs? And are we saying people they must get trade licenses, the rezoning of their places? But what is the process? Yeah. You understand? Because remember, compliance is very expensive.
Absolutely. People, if I can come in there. Yesterday, the Finance and Economic Development MEC in Gauteng, I tried to outline some of those requirements, and we've got them in bullet point form on our screen there. You know, there needs to be verification of your ID, for example. If you're a foreign national, you need to go to Home Affairs, get permits and visas. There's an application form. Admittedly, I haven't seen it, but you need to complete that application form and visit the Municipal Registration Department to submit some of this paperwork. Are you saying that information is not clear enough?
Yeah, it's not. For example, there's a way to get the form. That's the issue. Because what I'm saying, the whole issue of messaging, it's very important. Because at the end of the day, now people are confused. Now we're saying we're allowing only the South African and the locals to register sponsorship, but you're also entertaining the illegal, foreign nationals. Now, what are we saying here? Because at the end of the day is a person that is running a business, all what he wants is just want to open and run the business. Now, if you make it difficult for that particular person, you are also tapping into the township economy, and at the end of the day, the township economy, it becomes a challenge also to run the businesses in the township. It's already a challenge now, because you remember the access to funding, it's an issue, access to support from government. What we are saying with the registration of the spaza shop, we're saying why government, open up the community halls, whereby you then, with the unemployment that you're facing, there are young people that you could quickly train to help and assist to register the spaza shop. Not everybody must go to the municipal offices, but you got those community halls where you could then get young people that they can come there and then assist to register so that you can meet the deadline. Because if you don't come up with those measures, it's not easy for people to, to meet those deadlines. But what I'm saying, the 21 days for us, it's okay, it's a start, but let's do whatever that we do. When we reach the 21 days, if we are not in the finish line, let's then request for extension. Because you can't just request for extension, yet you haven't done anything. You haven't, take any step to try and register. Because those that are now sitting, not doing anything, they'll come on the day 20.
Yeah.
And then say, no, the dates, the time is not enough.
Absolutely. We're pressed for time, Mr. Twala. Very quickly, there's been a lot of discourse around who shouldn't and shouldn't sell in local spaza shops in our country. It's been a lot of discourse around foreign national involvement, who owned the spaza shops in the past and who's allowing them to run now. I mean, as somebody who works in that space and has had interaction with some of these entrepreneurs, in which direction should we be headed? I mean, is that even the problem?
Yeah, it is a big problem. We are saying now, we're calling all those people that let their houses, to be rented by a spaza shop to say, come, let's help you. Because we want you to run this spaza shop. Township economy is for locals. Township economy needs to, actually not just only township economy, but informal economy needs to be reserved for locals. Because at the end of the day, this is what we know best. Now we need to have protection to say the people that needs to run spaza shops are your South Africans and are your local, people in the townships.
All right. Something tells me this conversation is far from over. So for now, thank you very much indeed. We appreciate your popping by and your speaking to us. That there is Bheki Twala, who of course is the founder and president of the Township Economic Commission, SA, as we take stock of what's going on in some of our communities.